Heavenly Father, we come to you today with humble hearts, seeking your guidance and wisdom as we begin this program. Lord, we ask that you would bless every person who has gathered here today, and that you would be present with us in a special way. We pray that this program would be a time of learning, growth, and fellowship for all of us. Help us to listen to one another with open hearts and open minds, and to support one another as we strive to serve you in all that we do. Please give us the strength and the courage to follow your will and to use the gifts and talents you have given us to make a positive difference in the world. We pray all of this in your holy name. Amen.
Good evening, everyone. Magandang gabi po. It's another day, another opportunity na hatid sa inyo ng Scale Up Training and Development. Assalamualaikum po sa lahat, and especially po sa ating mga live audience dito sa ating Zoom. At live din po tayo sa ating Facebook page na Scale Up Training and Development. Magandang gabi po, and thank you so much for another Saturday night na inyong binigay sa amin for another administrative series na naman tayo for tonight. And before po tayo mag-proceed sa ating webinar proper, i-discuss ko lang po ng shortly ang ating house rules. I noticed po na most of our participants here tonight sa ating Zoom are mga participants na rin po sa ating mga previous mga webinars. So, familiar na rin po kayo sa ating house rules, and this is also the house rules from the other company or the other training services. So, for the new participants, and recap ko lang po ang ating house rules na keep your microphone muted. Lalong-lalo na po pag magdi-discuss na po si mentor para hindi po ma-interrupt ang ating discussion tonight, and especially sa ating co-participants na hindi po mabigla na merong nagsasalita. And use the chat responsibly, especially dito sa ating Zoom participants na mag-wave na lang po kayo ng hands if meron po kayong katanungan or comments urgently. Kung urgent po talaga inyong mga katanungan or mga gustong sabihin kay mentor, mag-raise lang po kayo ng hands na icon dito sa ating Zoom para ma-recognize po namin at masagot agad-agad. If hindi naman po gaanong importante, if pwede pa ma-reserve mamaya, i-reserve na lang po mamaya ang mga comments or questions natin. Respect the speaker and the participants po para maging smooth ang ating discussion tonight. Stay present and engage. At etong administrative is so important topic to, syempre sa ating mga administrative personnels na gusto talagang marinig ang ating discussion for tonight. Stay present lang po talaga para mas marinig natin ang insights ni mentor and discussion niya. Keep your camera on if possible lang po. Maganda po kasi if naka-on yung camera, nakikita ni mentor ang participants niya here sa Zoom. Or if possible lang naman, if ayaw nyo po, okay lang po. Pero mas maganda kung more engaging talaga. And certificate-related concerns, mamaya po i-discuss natin pagkatapos ng topic na mentor tonight. Para mas focus tayo sa ating topic ngayon. And this is the administrative series natin. Nasa ika-11 series na tayo. Meron na tayong 1 to 10 na na-discuss previously. Our Administrative 101 was Administrative Management, and the ADM 102 is the Records Management, Retention, and Disposal. And sa ADM 103 natin or sa third webinar natin is the Office Administration. And sa fourth one is the Office Management for Administrative Excellence. At sa ating ikalima naman is the Customer and Quality Service Management. Project Development at Management naman sa ating ika-anim na series. Sa ating ikapito is the Essentials of Research and Development. Sa ating ikawalo is the Essential Digital Skills for Admin Assistants. Marami-rami din tong nagre-request ng form at nanonood nitong ating ikawalong series. And sa ating ninth is the Task Organization and Workflow Management. Sa ating last na webinar na nakandak or the 10th is the Business Communication and Professional Correspondence. Ating 11th ngayon is this Strategic Planning and Organizational Development. Ito yung i-discuss atin ni Mentor. Sa gusto naman pong mapanood ang ating mga previously conducted administrative webinar series, pwede nyo po itong mapanood sa aming YouTube channel na same name lang po sa ating Facebook page, which is Scale Up Training and Development. Pagdating nyo po sa YouTube, select nyo lang po yung playlist kasi makikita nyo lahat ng topic na nakandak natin doon. So, madali na lang yung makikita ang ating administrative. Search nyo lang po doon sa ating YouTube channel or use our link na meron naman pong mga link na nakalagay sa bawat description ng ating YouTube content. So for tonight, ang sasagutin sa atin ni Mentor, ito yung guide question natin. How can organizations assess the effectiveness and impact of their strategic planning initiatives? Ano ba ang isasagot sa atin ni Mentor tonight sa question natin ngayon? So sino ba ating mentor? Siya po ay isang Human Resource Officer, FPDNC Caltex branded marketer, and isa din po siyang Certified Human Resource Associate or CHRA. And isa din po siyang CHRP or Certified Human Resource Professional. Magandang gabi po sa lahat. Ang ating mentor for tonight is Ma'am Gwyneth Lisiges. Eto po si Mentor.
Good evening. Can you hear
Good
me?
evening, Mentor. By the way, I think I forgot to introduce myself. I'm Dayan po pala. Good evening po.
Hi, Diane. Can you hear me?
Yes po, we can hear you.
All right.
And
Sige. I'm just
as
gonna share my slide.
okay po. Thank you, Mentor.
Okay. All right. So I hope you can see my slide. It says congratulations. Can I get a heart react or thumbs up from you guys to know that you can see my screen? So this is my first slide because I want to congratulate you all for being here. You know, you traded off kung ano man yung mga lakad nyo, mga gimmick nyo to be here with us right now this evening. Thank you for dedicating your time for enrichment and improvement towards your work. So, can I get some reactions from you guys? Thumbs up or heart react if you can see my screen so that I would know na nakikita niyo. Okay. Thank you, Carl. Thank you, Diane, for confirming. Thank you, Godwin. Okay, so I start with this. Continuous improvement is the only way to stay ahead. Oo nga naman. That's what my mentor always says to me. And these are the words na tumatatak talaga sa akin na we should always try to learn new things in order for us to improve. Diba? It's a day-to-day practice. I think we're gonna skip the house rules because Diane already discussed that with you earlier. And yep, I have confirmed naman. Okay, so sa inyo, let's test out our Zoom buttons para mas maging interactive ang ating webinar. So, can I have a heart react na naman para alam ko na nagagamit niyo yung mga Zoom buttons ninyo? Okay, thank you, Carl, for confirming. Dati, no, when I was a participant like you sa webinar na to, I usually listen to it lang. I don't also see my screen kasi, di ba, 6 o'clock, papauwi pa lang ako niyan. But I really want to hear yung mga words ni uh, Miss Piper. Thank you, Miss Zaika, for participating. I've seen your heart react. Pero sa chat box ka po nakapag-heart, meron po tayong reactions button kung saan po tayo pwedeng mag-raise hand, pwedeng mag-thumbs up, at saka mag-heart. Pero okay lang naman din sa comments. Nakikita ko naman siya kung i-open ko yung chat mo. So anyway, I understand if you're commuting. I understand kung hindi accessible sa inyo yung tawag yan, react button. So, okay lang. Let's just discuss and this is a commuter friendly webinar. Okay. So, ito naman, can we test out your chat box? Can you type the word ready if we're ready to discuss? Sorry, may ano eh. Alright. So, marami-rami yung mga respond sa atin. So, you're ready. Okay. Go, go, go. Thank you, Harold, Ophelia, John Louie, Glenda, Marion, Bianca, Godwin. Hindi nag-rename. Realme, MX, RMX. Thank you, Angel, Alcy, Jane, Kaizen. Alright, so let's get going. Buhay pala kayo, no? Kahit na lubog na ang araw natin. We're gonna discuss about measuring strategic success and impact sa ating mga plans at work. This is a framework to set goals, track data, and turn winning ideas into official policy. Our guide question will be, how can organizations assess the effectiveness and impact of their strategic planning initiatives? So, paano natin ma-identify, ma-assess, malalaman kung naging effective ba yung mga plano natin ay yung mga impact ng mga in-implement natin na mga strategies towards whatever work goals yung naset ninyo sa office. All right. So I will be sharing with you practical experience and then how I and we, my team, the teams I've been with, kung paano kami nagplano, paano namin sa measure, at saka paano namin tiningnan kung ano yung impact. All right. So before we dive into it, I would like to know kung ano ba yung mga industries ninyo. Which industries are you working from? Are you in the legal industry, service industry, retail industry? So that I could get to know kung ano yung mix ng audience natin. Kaizen is a student. It's great. I applaud that na even student ka pa, you are aiming to improve. Ano ba to? Kaizen. Is this a requirement sa school or do you just really want to learn this topic? Okay. So we have here Myrene Gabriel from the Philippine Arts, John Louis from the LGU. Ay, madami na yung mga government employees recently sa mga scale-up na webinars na hino-hold ko. All right. So we have several students. Ophelia is also a student. Requirement. Sir RJ is from a co-op. And then Miss Glenda is an admin staff. Lenny is from the insurance industry. Daika sa school. Need certificates. I see. Sa DepEd naman si Miss April. Also, we are really, a diverse audience right now. So, okay. And this Alona is from DepEd. I'll try to uh relate whenever I can to the industries na kayo. So, why do we track strategic process? So, bakit ba natin to minamanmanan yung mga process, sorry. Why do we track strategic progress? Sorry. Yung progress natin sa work or sa school. Because some of you are in school. Because, naalala nyo yung lesson natin sa grade 5 ba yun? Yung scientific process. That's the scientific process. Sige nga. It starts with letter I. Sige nga. Tayo sa, ilagay nyo nga sa chat box. Kung feeling nyo, okay. Just guess na lang. Ano kaya yung first step sa scientific process? Wala, nothing comes to mind. Letter I yun. Hindi ko yun nakakalimutan. Palagi ko siyang, wala, sirit na. Try again. No, not integrity. No. Iba, iba, iba. Yung second letter is D. Bali, ID na. Oh. Yes! Tumpak. Yes, Ophelia, that's right. Identify. The first step in the scientific problem. Alala nyo na. Yung mga ginawa nating mga experiment noon. Yun yung first natin ginagawa. We identify kung anong material natin. Di ba? Meron tayo ginawa nun sa grade 5 talaga yung naalala ko eh. Sa grade 5 na parang nagtunaw tayo ng asukal. Naalala nyo yun? Tapos yung ano namin, yung kutsara ay nangitim na. Yun yung, naalala ko yun talaga. So, we track our progress para alam natin kung nasaan tayo. So that we won't do guesswork. Hindi tayo nagva-vibe basis lang. Hindi tayo nagsasabi na, okay, may progress pala, or, nag-progress naman. Parang ganun ba? Hindi tayo sure. That's why we track it. What are the other here? We focus on the results. We don't just measure the activity. Yes. Kasi minsan, no, we are stuck on doing our day-to-day na hindi natin napapansin, nag-improve ba tayo? Dahil sa kadamakmak na mga gawain sa office, we get stuck, or parang we focus on what am I talking about? More on short-term goals yung ating napaprioritize or nakikita. Short-sighted tayo dahil palagi nating ginagawa yung mga tedious tasks natin. Hindi natin nakikita for the long term, is this really what is impacting my work or the goal of the company? Is this contributing exponentially to? So the third reason for tracking our strategic progress is for continuous improvement. Effective plans adapt based on real evidence and feedback. Yes. Bali, we look at the numbers, no? This is what we call the real evidence. For example, what are we tracking? For example, sales. We always track sales. Hit the target for this month. So, tingnan natin yung sales natin. What is the target? What's that number? 6 million, let's say. Did we reach the 6 million? So, ganyan lang. And the last reason here for tracking our progress is to lock in success. Naka-lock in na tayo. when strategy works, turn it into for everyone. Yeah. Kasi 'di ba, when we are doing the strategic planning, meron nga tayo makikita na mga tawag niyan, steps or strategies na hindi siya masyadong nagwo-work compared sa ibang mga strategies. What do I mean? Parang nakaka-feel na, since na-filter out na natin through multiple tries, does not work or what contributes more and what contributes parang okay lang na contribution. And we get to have a glimpse kung ano yung dapat talaga nating i-focus. That's where we lack in success. When we already identified, when we already handpicked kung ano yung mga strategies na nag-work sa atin that we should be continuing, that we should consistently in order for us to move forward. And what in the trajectory of success. Oo. Hindi na blindly tayo na move forward, no? So these are the reasons why we track our strategic progress. So, pasensya na dito sa 600 times 4. Ano yan, it is an image but sadly hindi siya naglo-load here. I don't know why, but let's just ignore it. The first step, nga, is to pick clear goals. When you are aiming at nothing, most likely, you will hit nothing. So we have to know where we're going. We have to know our what success looks like. Char, di ba? Ganyan. Before launching any initiatives, define exactly, di ba, what success looks like. A strategic goal without numbers is just a wish. Oo nga. For example, no, sa amin, sa stations, sasabihin kasi palaging target ay fast service. So, it is a target. It's a defined target. Pero, how do we have that? Sorry, baby ko yun. Do we know that we have achieved yung speed na gusto natin? So, dapat, sasabihin natin na, we should serve a customer under 3 minutes para service. So, nagets nyo ba yung pagkakaiba nung kanina? Fast service versus we should serve the customer under 3 minutes. 'Di ba? Parang defined siya. It is clearer than a vague output or target. We know yung hinahabol natin na 'di ba? Sa gasolinahan kasi, pag pumapasok tayo, we don't really look at stuff. All we care about is, okay, makapagas na para makapunta na sa gustong puntahan. 'Di ba? So, yun. Doon kami talaga tumututok na goal namin. Dahil dati, sinasabi lang doon sa aming metrics or sa evaluation ang gawa parang 4 times a year. Yung dati-dati pa, na fast service. Yun. So, medyo nagkakaroon siya ng vagueness eh. Syempre, ano yun? It's a national, tawag niyan, assessment na ginagawa. So, it's open ba to different interpretations. So, mas maganda kapag may mga ganyan na i-rate kayo or mag-evaluate, mas maganda na specific. All right. So, in tawag yan, to complement the target, we should pick a simple, measurable key performance indicator to keep score. You cannot manage what you do not measure. So, yung is, kasi, Caltex is an international ano na eh. Meron kaming computerized na system kung saan may nag-evaluate sa amin na random person. But of course, he's verified or the people are verified. And meron silang checklist via phone nila na ina-assess nila yung different na goals ng Caltex. Just to give you an idea, they see to it, I mean, they assess kung maliwanag ba yung station namin, kung is it free from clutter, kahit, I appreciate yung ano na yun, yung checklist na yun, kasi kahit dead plants sa site. So, it's because the brand wants to maintain yung standard. Premium, ano kasi yung Caltex, premium brand. So, it wants to maintain the premiumness of the brand. For example, what are some examples across the industries? For example, in hospitals, what's the target? Reduce the wait. Average minutes in the waiting room. For tech companies, what is the target? User satisfaction. Daily active app users and retention rate is the metric. So basically, may ano lang siya, the target and the metric. In schools, the target is student success. And they measure it through career job. So ito na yung mga output. Parang mas clearer lang na target siya. So for the government, of course, better service. And the metric is average days to process public permit requests, for example. Aha. So, ito yung usual, whenever I come across small to medium, yung punctuality talagang is a problem. Kahit saan na industry, basta small to medium, hindi ko lang alam sa large. Pero may na-encounter din ako na large company, still, yung problem nila is punctuality. Biruin mo, yung schedule na nga nila is flexi time. Tapos, 8 hours pa din naman. Sabi nung manager na, our working hours is 8 hours max. Pero, flexi kami. Kung you come in at 8 o'clock, you clock out at 5. When you come in at 9, you clock out at 6. Sabi ko, kumusta naman, sir? Na ano ba? Na wala bang nalilate na? Sabi niya, may nalilate pa rin. Discuss further. What is the goal in workplace punctuality? It's to eliminate chronic tardiness and ensure meetings start on time across all teams. So what is the metric? Percentage of staff checked in on or before 8:30. Bongga, hindi to government kasi 8:30. Private to, for sure. Kasi yung government, di ba, starts at 8. I just don't know kung bumalik na sa dating time yung mga government staff natin. Some I know, may mga 7 o'clock pa rin nasa start dahil sa ating, ano yun? Energy crisis. Do you remember? So, metric number 2, meeting delay. Average minutes delayed for morning team huddles. Our target is less than 2 minutes. Less than 2 minutes lang dapat yung delay. Kapag mag-meeting, if ever may aantayin, at most 2 minutes dapat yung may mga malilate. Yun yung goal natin. What is the strategy for this? Introduce a 15-minute flexible window paired with a quick daily 8:30 a.m. team alignment. that's an example of a workplace punctuality. Pero ako, yung ginagawa dito namin, yung suggestion ko is to have a 5 minute allowance. 5 minutes. Pwede 5 minutes. Tapos, after 5 minutes, deduction. Tapos, kasi yung iba, hindi sila nagta-time in because late na sila. May these kind of people. So, yung ginawa namin ngayon to counter that is kung hindi magta-time in, may tawag niyan, may deduction na 1 hour. Kasi para ma-encourage sila na mag-time in talaga sa bio. Kasi this company that I'm helping with this project, nagta-transition pa lang sila from DTR. So hindi sanay ang mga tao, and the people are tenured. They have been with the company for more than 10 years, 5 years, yung mga tenured na sila, hindi sila mga baguhan. So they resist to change. So kailangan talaga na may consequence yung mga tawag niyan, yung mga violations sa biometrics. And to encourage punctuality. Yung iniisip kasi nila, no, hindi ako nakapag-biometrics ngayon. Ay, susulat ko na lang sa DTR kasi dati pa naman kami na DTR. Ngayon lang naman yan na bio. So they don't send a high regard. They don't respect so much the new policy kasi they're tenured na. So, ganun. Each to its own. Yung mga organizations natin encounter different also require different kind of strategy. Depende kasi yan sa response or behavior ng mga tao sa inyo. Kung would it be positive or negative. It doesn't mean na kapag mag-work sa organization namin, will work sa organization ninyo. So different. Each to its own. All right. So when we have already set our goals kanina, no? When we have already identified what success looks like for us, now we should know where we are. So now we know the finish line because we have already identified the goal, no, in our strategic planning. Now we should know where we're starting from, 'di ba? Para alam natin kung what is the gap between where we are now to where we want to be. Nagka-cringe ako sa mga sinasabi. Anyway, what does this mean? Record pre-existing performance before changing anything. Yes, this is true. Kapag when you are engaging in planning, dapat ay tinitingnan natin yung existing data. For example, the punctuality. Out of 50 employees, how many are tardy? Out of those tardy, ilang minutes ang average tardiness nila? And, ano pa ba? Let's say, out of those 50, meron lang naman 10 na tardy. So, yung tardy na mga taong yon, yung tawag niyan, number of minutes late nila is ranging from 10 minutes to 45 minutes, parang ganyan. So, we audit kung saan yung baseline natin. Nasaan ba tayo ngayon? Because this would also give us, tawag niyan, a leverage kung ano yung mga isa-set nating goals, no? Kasi for example, yung kanina, yung nata-transition sa biometrics. Napansin kasi namin sa team, sa planning team ng Sarita, na may mga tawag niyan, wala ako, sorry. Na may mga intentionally hindi nag-i-in, intentionally hindi nagba-bio in kasi late na sila. That's why, nung nagplano kami for a policy, linagay namin na kapag hindi mag-i-in, may deduction na 1 hour. Kasi, para hindi ma-encourage yung mga tao na hindi mag-time in or para hindi nila malusutan yung policy. You get what I mean? Kapag alam nyo kasi kapag you have, tawag yan, you have seen the data, nakikita mo yung behavior, yung existing behavior ng mga tao. Okay. Alam mo kung paano ka gagawa ng goals or, yeah, paano kayo magpa-policy making in order for the transition to be seamless, ganyan. Spot historical patterns. Review historical trends to distinguish normal fluctuations from actual strategic breakthrough. So, yun lang naman. Napansin kami na may mga tao na, may mga employees na habitual na silang ganun. Na 30 minutes, 1 hour, 1 hour and 30 minutes. So, di ba ayaw namin yun? That's why we're helping the team na mag-come up ng policies para mabattle namin yung tardiness. Why do we want to fix the tardiness issue? Kasi sa stations, yung mga cashiers, for example, yung mga cashiers, they are the ones controlling sa pag-dispense ng fuel, no? 'Di ba pag nagpapagas tayo, may cashier doon. So ine-enter niya 'yon para yung pump attendant ay maka-access or makapagbigay sa sasakyan mo ng fuel. So, ang nangyayari kapag late si cashier? What do you think? Walang nagko-control, 'di ba? Hindi mo dispense. What does that mean for sales? That means na let's say 30 minutes late si cashier, 30 minutes kayong walang sales. So do you get it? Do you get the correlation of why we are wanting to fix the tardiness issue? Because it stems to a bigger problem, which is it's affecting the volume, the sales volume. Nakaka-affect siya sa overall goal ng company, sa overall target. So kung hindi natin to papansinin na mga minute sa iba kasi hindi nila tinitingnan ng mga ganito. But it really affects, imagine, kung everyday 30 minutes late yung cashier mo, how many hours of sales lost is that? You do the math. Sarot, kasi hindi ko i-compute. Natamad ako. So we go, what is this? Okay. So ano lang ka? Ha? Tawag niyan? Dinidiscuss na dito. Hindi ko na sa ano kasi I've shared my own strategy besides the example. So track early results. Yeah. In everything you want to improve, kung gusto mong malaman if you are improving how many percent, kailangan i-track mo kung ano yung progress mo sa first, second, third, to ilang months ba yung name? Ha? May sumagot. May sumagot pero hindi ko narinig. Sorry. Anyway, di ba naalala nyo na, di ko alam kung lahat ay sumusunod. Kasi sa akin, sa mga sa mga inassess ko mga company, kapag new hires, trinatrack or ini-evaluate sa first month, third month, and then before regularization. So, ganun din dapat tayo sa pag-track ng plans natin. Lalo na kapag baby steps pa lang, kapag first month. Kasi kung yung drastic change yung pinapatupad ninyo, talagang um, high resistance sa tao yan. Lalo na kung mga tenured na or nakasanayan ng mga practices yung ginagalaw natin. Alam mo yun. Monitor early indicators to confirm if the strategy is taking root or running into unexpected friction. Compare new scoreboard data against baseline numbers. Early detection allows you to fix minor hiccups before they grow. So, yun nga, sinabi ko, there would be different reactions sa mga tauhan ninyo, sa mga empleyado, sa iba-ibang levels ng employees, sa mga rank and file, executive. So, they would have their own version of resistance. And that's okay. Ganun lang talaga kapag may change. Anong tawag nun? Hindi ko na-recall. Mayroon dapat akong sinasabi about change. Anyway, mamaya na lang. Alright. So, yung sinasabi ko kanina, I would like to discuss more on that. Yung tool na sinasabi ko na kung paano kami nag-evaluate. Okay. So, let's just give a rundown of this and then I'll share the story. Rapid on-site audit. Standardized checklists convert complex strategic goals into simple, verifiable action steps. Parang random checks ba? When you go to a site, ano yung mga dapat sinecheck nyo? Eliminates evaluator bias. Clear preset observation criteria. Ensure uniform evaluation across teams. Yeah. If it's a uniform na checklist, hindi na kailangang mag-isip masyado ng tao na mag-evaluate. And kasi kung parang opinionated yung ano ninyo, yung checklist ninyo, baka magkaroon ng bias. So, maraming factors kasi ang bias eh. But I won't ano on that. Immediate feedback loop. On-the-spot scoring allows managers to highlight non-compliance and guide teams instantly. Yeah, kung makita ninyo, ay, kung nag-check kayo, wala palang lights dito, oh. Maanohan nyo agad. Maaagapan nyo agad. Bibigyan nyo agad ng solution. On the spot. Or manonote agad ni manager kung ano dapat yung gawin niya once he comes back to the office. Kasi meron na kayong checklist as a tool pag nag-evaluate kayo. Digital and mobile ready. O, uso na to ngayon. Checklist can be filled out on tablets, phones, instantly streaming field data to leadership. Yung mga, let's say, Google Forms. Yeah, we could use that. That's an example. Para may instant tayo na feedback. Kung, okay, sabi dito sa area ni, si Gwen, dito sa Visayas, sa kanila, so may ano na agad, sa kanila, okay ang lahat ng lights sa station. Parang ganun. So, yun. Yung stations namin, no, we are evaluated on different aspects, but I would like to emphasize on the assessment of customer service. Yeah, customer service. How do we call it? C first? C first. Yeah, customer first. Customer first evaluation. Because, ano kasi siya, it's very detailed. Imagine, they want, how they evaluate, they want you to evaluate on yung time, yung speed ng customer service. Tinitingnan doon, pinapacheck doon sa evaluator kung ang nag-serve sa'yo, meron ba siyang nameplate? Okay ba yung, ano niya, yung uniform niya, hindi ba faded? So, tapos yung environment, meron bang cigarette butts? Talagang specified cigarette butts, hindi lang clutter or basura in general. So, as you can see, ito yung mga priorities ng station, ng brand. Tapos, they even go, uh, let you assess or evaluate kung, ano tawag yun, kung may dead plants, kung may tissue ba sa CR. Di ba, grabe, parang, talaga, lahat yun, pinapaano nila, pinapa-evaluate nila. And, anong maganda dito is, kung nakaka-100% customer service rating, ay may incentive yung taong nag-serve, yung employee na nag-serve. Arlene, you're raising your hand. Do you have a question? Okay. Also, typo lang. Sana ba ako nun? So, may incentive yung, yung customer service representative na nag-serve sa'yo, which creates for me an internal or innate motivation for them to do the work, for them to abide sa mga policies or sa mga dapat i-carry out na actions. Tapos kapag may bagong, for example, may bagong product or may bagong tawag yan, promo, nilalagay nila sa checklist. Nilalagay nila sa things to evaluate. For example, may app, may app ang brand. Nilalagyan nila ng points ang station na may pinakamadaming napapa-sign up sa app na yun. So, di ba? Because they have an existing system that works for them. Parang they just adjust it from time to time kapag may bago silang implement. So, proven na kasi yung see first, nag-a-add na lang sila doon. Okay. So, designing an on-site checklist. So, how do we do that? Use objectives, yes or no, or a simple 1 to 5 scale. Oo. To remove the guesswork para madali, para mabilis yung kung magagawa kayo ng checklist sa inyo. Focus strictly on tangible, observable indicators directly tied to your key strategic goals. For example, ano yung vague? Sasabihin is what is your experience in using tawag yan, the comfort room, ganun. A more specific way to assess is how did the comfort room have supplies like soap, tissue? Parang ganyan, check mo na lang. Hindi siya, you won't be mentally burdened by, kaya, di ba, maraming factors kasi kung ang makakapagsabi kung comfortable ba yung paggamit mo ng comfort room. And iba-ibang tao, iba-ibang gusto sa comfort room. Iba gusto nila mabango. Yung iba, okay na, basta functional lang, di ba? So, to eliminate bias, ilagay na lang natin kung ano specifically, what are we asking for specifically. Make it brief and actionable. Keep checklists under 15 essential items. So inspectors take under 10 minutes and spark immediate corrective action. Oo. Dapat madali lang, mabilis lang. Alam nyo bakit? Ask me why. Char. Hindi ko alam kung saan ko nakuha yun, pero ang galing kasi ng na yan eh, kataga. Anyway. Kasi kapag it takes more than 15 minutes, or 10 to 15 minutes, if it takes longer than that, hindi na ginagawa eh. Parang, tawag niyan, tinatamad na gawin. yung mga evaluator natin. Kasi, di ba, yung mga ganitong mga checklist, sinasabay lang naman yan eh. Sa site visit, sa mga ganyan. Or kung talagang yun yung purpose ng pagpunta nyo doon, nakakaumay. Bakit ang haba-haba ng checklist na to? Diba? Dapat keep it simple, keep it clear, keep it short, yung checklist natin. Fix and adjust fast. When metrics fall short, investigate underlying workflow barriers rather than assigning personal blame. Oo nga naman. Modify daily routines or reallocate tools dynamically. Rigid plans break, flexible plans exceed. Yes. Kapag may mga ini-implement tayo na, or mini-measure, kung nakikita naman natin na, hindi pala ganun ka-importante na i-measure pa um, yung ganitong factor, eliminate na natin, hindi na natin siya isabay. So, in the first stages of implementation of the strategy, you can um, opt out some items. Tapos, palitan nyo yung ng mas priority or shorten yung checklist natin para we know kung saan tayo mas magpo-focus. I think I'll skip this. Oh. Test for lasting wins. One good week can be luck. That's true. Validate performance across 3 to 6 consecutive cycles to prove long-term effectiveness. In our functionality initiative, the on-time rate stabilized at 96.5 over 5 straight months, confirming a permanent culture shift. Yeah. Kasi minsan, yung mga employees or clients, yeah, we're not only doing strategic planning for employees naman. Minsan, kapag may bago, ano siya, atat ang tao na i-try, atat ang customers na magtanong about sa product, mga ganyan. So, in order for us to have a consistent data set, charot, data set, dapat ay tinest natin kung ano man yung metrics natin for at least 5 to 6 months. 6 months yung talagang parang basic. Kayo magde-decide naman nun. Pero that's generally the duration na para maging reliable yung information. 6 months. Okay. So let me just time check. It's 6:53. This time is brought to you by me, Mentor Gwen. Okay. Parang ilang slides na ba? Ilang slides? I think we're nearing the end of the presentation. Make it official in policy. Kapag we have already identified the problem, we have, mamaya may ano pala yan, may slide pa yan na summary mamaya. So, later na lang. Sorry. Erase. Make it official or make an official policy. Kapag we have tried the process na of a new policy or whatever it is that we are trying to achieve, we can now have it in written form para mas enforceable. Mas nai-enforce siya sa inyo, no? Once an initiative delivers sustained winning outputs, formalize it into an official standard operating procedure. So what this means is you update your policy. Parang magkakaroon kayo ng new policy ngayon, dagdag sa existing policies nyo. Or you can attach that new policy to clarify a certain item in the existing policy. 'Di ba? Kasi for example sa tardiness, yung punctuality kanina. May mga general terms naman na doon. Sasabihin na if an employee is tardy twice in a month, it is considered a minor violation. So, siya, it's understandable, but you realize na hindi pala nakaspecify doon ang number of minutes to be considered late. So, right now na nakapag-identify na kayo na ayaw nyong may malate ng more than 30 minutes, ilalagay nyo doon na when an employee is tardy for 30 minutes, three times within 15 days, he will have or he or she will face a consequence of 5 day suspension. So parang ganyan, maano nyo na siya, ma-specify or ma-update pag may new kayong ways or rules na gusto nyong i-implement. Excuse me. Align incentives. Use incentives and recognition to spark enthusiasm, driving consistent and high performance and active employee commitment to new policies. Yeah, we can do two. We can do the incentive, the positive reinforcement. We could also use negative reinforcement, meaning yung mga deduction, yung mga punishment, penalties, whatsoever. Pero as I've mentioned earlier, incentives create an innate motivation. Sila na yung namomotivate sa sarili nila na gawin yung mga pinapagawa ninyo. Kapag, for example, employee na walang late sa isang buwan ay may reward na 2 kilos of rice. Grabe naman sa 2 sacks. 2 kilos of rice. Parang ganun lang. Simple ways to make people motivated. Employees are so simple. Yung mga ganito, dito tayo kinikilig sa mga incentive. Excuse me. So when we have or we are planned a change, it's best na you discuss with the management kung pwede bang magka-incentive or tawag yan, commissions or something na mare-reward yung mga tao na gumagawa ng or sumusunod sa new policy. Resource and train. Provide dedicated budget, digital tools, and ongoing training so teams maintain long-term compliance effortlessly. Yeah. So, pag may mga new policies na tayo, no, we coordinate with the onboarding person or onboarding officer, which is usually an administrative staff or human resources, na kapag may new person coming into the team, i-discuss na niya beforehand, before pa mag-merge into the team, no? Para may awareness na from the so far. May clarifications ba kayo? Hindi ko alam ilang slides pa. Oh, we are almost done. Sa slides. Can we have a bio break for 2 minutes? 2 minutes. For you to, do your thing, take your coffee, rest, or para ma-internalize before we go into the summary. So see you at 7. 7 All right. So I hope that you already had your bio breaks. So I had my glass. Antayin lang natin yung iba. There's a message here. Oo, i-prepare na yan na mga Q&A ninyo. May just share my slides again. All right. So I hope in our discussions, no, you're picking one or two things to do tomorrow, hindi pala Sunday bukas, to do next week in your workplace because the most important part of webinars is what you do after the webinar. Ito na yung anak ko, hinahanap na niya ako. Sana daw yung mama niya. Anyway, so we're almost done with the discussion. Actually, I intentionally made this short because I want to hear from you guys. What plans are you um are you tawag niyan? Completing in your workplaces? Parang a short kind of consultation, or if you wanna ask how I did some of my strategic planning, kung paano namin tinignan yung impact, para may mga ganun tayong scenario dito na I answer those questions. All right. Step assessment cycle. These are the things that we talked about in the past hour, in the previous hour. So for assessment and measuring impact of a strategic planning, we have to set clear goals because we won't know what to achieve or what success looks like if we the baseline. We should know where we are in order for us to recognize the gap from where we are to where we want to go. We have to track um, our progress, the basic or general timeline for to be reliable is 6 months. 6 months. We can always adjust or improvise when we are in the middle of planning or uh, even in execution. Pag may nakikita tayo na hindi naman na necessary or pag may nakikita tayo na dapat i-adjust, i-correct, pwede natin gawin yan. That's not failure. That's just how it is. Prove consistent success over months so that we know that there is a tawag niyan, a real impact, hindi lang siya spike or hindi lang siya reaction to a new thing. We prove the consistency of our within 6 months din. Yun yung basic na timeline na dapat nating isaulo. But this would depend on how complex your projects are, ha? I'm not saying na dapat may reliable data na kayo within 6 months. But if yung nyo is complex, it will also take more time. Like in research and development nila. Some would take years. For example, yung mga development of the brain, mga ganyan. It takes several years. So what I'm um pinpointing here are yung mga simple lang. na mga projects natin na pinaplano. And when we have when we have identified already which strategies work organization, the best thing to ensure consistency and enforceability is for us to have a policy about it or for us to update the existing policy that we have in order um, for it to be in order for the practice to have continuity. Kasi our organizations would have different people from eh, as years go by, but the policy sana na trinay na natin or inano na natin, sinara na natin, hinandpick na natin, hopefully would be in written form para hindi na sila ulit gumawa ng ano, hindi na sila ulit mag-trial and error unless kailangan. Unless kailangan. So, I end my slides through this word, padayon. I am from Tacloban and this is a what I want. It means to keep going or magpatuloy. Sige nga, kayo nga ang magsabi. Padayon. So whatever it is that you encounter in your workplace, especially when it's hard, especially when you want to implement change, even if kung nakikita nyo there is resistance, when you know that if that change would be implemented, would be consistent sa inyong organization, you know na positive yung bunga niya, padayon. Keep going. Magpatuloy kayo. Kung ano man yung mga plans nyo for the betterment of the organization. I am opening the floor. So, to questions and discussions, kasi itong strategic planning, I could only share, yes, may questions tayo. Okay. I could only share my experience on this. But if you want to ask questions, if you want uh, me to comment on your policies, you may do so. So we have here, Miss Glenda has a question or has a concern. Must have also manual of procedures para may masundan ng office kung merong newly hired staff. Di mahirapan sundan ang policy. Yeah, manual of procedure. Yeah, iba-iba. Since iba-iba tayong industry, a different version of this na manual of procedures. Sa amin, ano ba? Yung meron kami or those I've seen are onboarding, tawag yan, onboarding tools for each department. So, may general onboarding sa para sa new hire na alam mo yung vision, mission, and then yung mga basic na tawag niyan, expense reporting, mga ganyan, ah, pagpakilala sa team niya, yung mga general, and then, at the back of that, yung technicalities or technical items that a person or new team member should know before diving into um, the work cycle. For example, if it's a cashier, yung bagong empleyado, he or she should know reconciliation, daily sales report, what else? How to operate the point of sale computer, how to, and also how to do manual receipts, yung mga ganun. So yes, so Rachel has a question here. If ever you want to ask me through your mic or through your video, I am also welcoming that. Kung gusto nyo lang. Pakita nyo sa akin kung sino yung matapang. While we're waiting, read natin yung question ni Rachel. I'm a student and one of our courses requires and legally register a small business. Okay. I've been assigned, wait lang. May ano dito. Hindi ko I've been assigned to the role, I've been assigned the role of manager. Sorry. May nakaano kasi. Additionally, could you share some words of wisdom on how to effectively manage my classmates when they are functioning as my employees? Ayan. Ano yan? So, sa first part muna. Requires us to launch, implement, and legally register a small business. So, as I'm a, as I know business, as I know businesses, micro, small businesses are under DTI. So, I hope na na-search nyo na on how to sa DTI. There are options for you. You can go to the DTI office for you to register. Or pwede din i-search nyo kung meron nang nakakuha ng company name nyo. Para, kasi may mare-reject yan kung may kapareho kayong pangalan. And then, I have been assigned the role. Okay. Additionally, could you share some words of wisdom on how to effectively manage it? Okay. So, sa college, no? I'm assuming college ka na. I'm not sure. Or sa mga ano ba tawag niyan? Group work. Kaya talaga. Sa mga group work talaga minsan, um, your, your group mates will not be as as contributive as you are. So kung man ganyan, yung ginagawa ko dati, pag hindi ka nagpa-participate, magbayad ka na lang ng, for example, ikaw na lang yung in charge sa expenses ng logistics kapag magta-travel. Kesa naman hindi siya mag-contribute, no? Kung hindi siya nakakapag-contribute ng ano niya, cognitive talents niya, hindi siya nakakapag-brainstorm with you kasi we have to understand in every organization, in every group, we have different talents, we have different gifts. So, you identify kung ano yung mga kayang i-contribute ng mates mo, or in this sense, in the corporate world, identify what the employees could contribute or what their strengths are, and we align them to whatever it is that they can give na easily or most efficiently. Kasi kung ina-expect natin na lahat ng empleyado ay same amount or same quality of work, ma-disappoint lang tayo at the end of the day. Kasi hindi lahat ng employees or group work o group mates ay as engaged din as you are. Nung college kami, no, may mga, kahit sa law school, iba-iba yung oblique, iba-iba yung roles natin in life. So, for example, madalas sa law school na kulang ang mga tao sa time, pero marami silang resources, maraming pera. Yung ginagawa, iilan lang, yung mga full-time, sila yung mga gumagawa talaga ng physical labor, tapos yung iba ay nagko-contribute. So parang ganun, just in managing a team, in leading a team, you have to know um how to delegate tasks to your teammates. And don't expect ano, equal participation. Although that's the ideal thing, but in reality, may mga ganun, 'di ba? I-thumbs up nga kayo or heart nga kayo diyan kung naka-experience kayo ng ganito sa college. Ikaw, kahit ka, palagi kang nag-aambag ng mga ideas, tapos may isang classmate ka na wala, pabanjing-banjing lang siya. Tapos kung ano yung grade nyo, grade din niya, 'di ba? Nakakainis talaga 'yan. Alam mo, hindi yan nagbabago pupunta ka kapag maging empleyado ka na, ganun pa rin yan. May mga tao pa rin na makikita mong chill-chill lang sila, tapos ikaw, nagkakandara pa ka ng gawin ng lahat-lahat, ibigay ang lahat-lahat. Alam mo yun? Wag ka lang, wag, wag ka lang wag mo lang silang pagalitan masyado kasi may stress ka. Huwag mo lang stress ang sarili mo. Basta, yung mga dapat gawin, no? Let's not stress about it. Kaya yan. You're welcome, Rachel. I hope may nakuha kang one or two, ano, take away dito. Good games. At dahil doon, charot. Gusto kong magpa-games. Okay. Excuse me. So, dito sa Facebook page natin, sa Scale Up, isa-search natin ang Scale Up. Ano ba yun? Tapos, tutula tayo ng recommendation dito sa Scale Up na page. So, we're gonna search Scale Up right now. Since wala naman nagtatanong, you can always use me with your questions, okay? You can always put them in the chat box. While we are waiting for your questions, we're gonna play. So now we're gonna search scale up training and development. I'm just gonna search that here. No? So that masasabayan ko kayo. Ay, kung makikita nyo pa. Anyway. Oh, see? Ano na yan? Hindi ko alam ang password ko. Paano ba yan? Ay, andun na. Okay. Joke. Nakaano na pala siya. So, scale up. Ito. Search nyo dito. Scale up. Training and development. You can do this. And then, hindi pala recommendation. Review. Dito sa review. Ano bang gumawa ng review? Hindi ko magawa dito na nga lang. Hmm. Yeah. Okay. Ito, dapat ano to eh. Dapat clickable. Anyway, clickable naman siya dito. Ay, hindi. Saka. Wait lang. Paano ba nakapag-review na ako, nakapag-review na kasi ako eh. Oh, see? Dati pa to. Makes my commute more fun. Oh, sabi ko sa inyo, nagko-commute ako nun. Hindi na ako makabigay ng review kasi nakapag-review na ako. Pero sa inyo gagana yan, make a review. Tapos, lagay nyo doon ang takeaway nyo today. Ano yung, ano yung mga babaunin nyo sa workplace ninyo? Ano yung mga natandaan ninyo from the things that we have discussed? Discuss. Tapos, Ang mananalo ay, paano ba ma? Ay yung third. Yung third na magdagdag ng review. Yung third person, for example, you're the first person, you won't win. You're the second to give a review. Pag ikaw ang third, bale, ikaw yung magiging, if we're gonna look at this one, parang ito si Arts Practice recommends, ikaw yung ikatatlo, ikaw yung mananalo. And my prize is 50 pesos GCash para sa certificate ninyo. For the certificate na lang, no? Pero hindi, 50 pesos ibibigay ko sa inyo. Kung ano yung gusto nyong gawin sa 50 pesos, kayo na bahala. Pero recommend ko, ikuha nyo na lang yan ng certificate. Go ba? Kayo ba ay nagsusulat na ng ano, ng review? Gusto ko talang mag-review ulit, hindi ko magawa. Mahirap bang gawin or okay lang? Can I have a thumbs up sa mga gumagawa ng challenge na to? Wala. Magkaka-savings ba ako ngayong gabi? Feeling ko kasi medyo mahirap na. Pero hindi yan. Review. Punta ka sa skill. Hindi ako makapag-review. Bakit kaya? Nakakapag-review ba kayo? Kasi ako hindi ko kasi natry. Kasi nakapagbigay na ako ng review dati. Diba? Okay. Kaizen, nakapag-review ka ba dito? Dito sa Scale Up? Naka, ano ka ba? Bakit for reviews pa din? Hindi mo pa na-send yung review mo? Hindi mo alam kung anong ilalagay mo. Ano lang, sasabihin mo lang na I learned blank during my webinar with Mentor Gwen on strategic planning. Ganun lang. Short lang. Or, ano na yun? Spoon feeding na yun. Sa third yung ikatlo na magano. Pero pwede din, Kaizen, alam mo yun, kung, hindi pala pwedeng multiple reviews, no? Try ko nga kung, may mga page kasi ako, try ko nga ako mag-review din. Search ko yung ano. Ay, hindi ata pwede. Wait. Meron kasi ako. Hindi ma-open? Okay, so we're gonna change it. Hindi ko rin ma-open, actually. Thank you for your feedback. So we're gonna change it, okay? So dito, sa, where is it? Dito sa Scale Up Training Development na live natin. Dito may comment section, di ba? Itong Administrative 111, Strategic Planning and Organizational Development. Dito ay may comment section. Dito na lang kayo sa comment section maglagay ng I learned, sorry. I learned blank in this webinar by Mentor Gwen. So, mga ganyan lang. So, the third one to input a comment dito sa comment section na to will win the prize na 50 pesos Gcash. Ikaw po, nakapag-review. Talaga, let's see. Pero yung 100 na daw. Go pa rin yung comment. Okay lang. Then, bakit 4 reviews pa din? Ano ko ha? For reviews pa din po. Parang hindi ata na-recognize. Done my review. Recognize ang review. Sad. Pero anyway, dito na lang tayo sa comment section, okay? May time pa naman tayo. Dito, sa comment section ng video. Dito. Wala naman, hindi naman tayo nagmamadali. Pero, tingnan ko lang yung mga department ninyo, no? I'll try to imagine kung ano ba yung mga strategic uh, projects that you might be encountering right now or you might want to complete or yung mga projects in progress ninyo. In the LGU right now, usually yung mga projects ay digitalization, no? Miss Sir John Louie. So yung project po na involved kayo, is it under a digitalization program? Nangihimasok sa akin. Hindi, I would just like to interact with you. Kung ano ba yung pwede kong ma-share sana. Sa LGU yan, government employees. Yun yung ano ngayon, digitalization. What else? Um, Yun lang yung naiisip ko. Digitalization. Ano ba yung challenges, Sir RJ, sa cooperatives right now? Or who would like to share kung ano yung project nila ngayon? Hindi ko talaga, si all kaya, no? Isi-see all ko dapat. Wait lang. Wala talaga, Miss Glens. Wala talagang review. Di siya na-recognize po. Alright, okay. May entry. Yun. Meron ng isa. As I said, yung pangatlo. Asan ka na ba, ano? Sino yung isa dun na gustong mag-participate? Kaizen. Ano na ng review, maglagay ka na para makompleto natin. So, ako yung ikalawang magme-message dito. Magko-comment ako dito. Para yung next na mag-comment, siya yung commenter is Miss April. Miss April, you can still comment after my comment para ikaw yung third. So, two comments na, and we're waiting for the winning comment. Okay. So, talaga, share while we're waiting for the winning comment. Talaga when we are trying to implement a new thing, um, yung sinasabi kong resistance, it's real. It messes with your emotions. Kasi, like ako, HR, no, I'm hindi involved, interacting with the employees. Parang sinasabi nila minsan, hindi naman yan ganyan dati. Nung nagka-HR lang kami, yun, nagkakaroon ng mga suspension, nagkakaroon ng mga ganyan. So, minsan, we become discouraged or we become downhearted. Yun. So, si Miss April talaga yung winner. Sige, Miss April, can you type in the chat box your number para, yun si Miss Glens. Ay, nakapag-review siya. Anyway, sige. Ah, for both of you, please type in your GCash number para i-send ko ngayon. Witness yung audience na na-send ko. Yung price natin. Anyway, nagka-savings naman ako sa dating sa dating webinar dahil walang nag-participate doon sa isa. Yeah, dito na lang para ma-send ko ngayon. If that's okay with you. Dito na lang. Miss April. Ang bilis ah. Going back to my story, yun. Just take note talaga na you are doing the strategic planning for a greater change, for the betterment of the organization. Just yun lang talaga yung dapat nating isipin. Yun yung dapat mangingibabaw sa lahat ng kaba, sa lahat ng confusion na magkaroon na meron tayo, whatever. Hindi ko na alam. Sa grammar. Yun lang dapat yung um, isa sa isip natin, isa sa puso natin, na we are doing it for the greater good, for the betterment of the organization. We are the bigger person. Huwag tayo makipag-away sa kanila, huwag tayo makipagbangayan sa kanila, dahil alam naman natin that we have yung mga steps for the strategic planning with the management, with the executives, you know, later on, they will see the harvest or the output. Okay. So, for the questions with regards to certificates, Diane will handle those. When I send you, isend muna natin, tapos we will let Diane join us na dito sa so that yung questions regarding certificates will be answered, okay? So, send ko lang para masaya na tayo at meron na tayong pang certificate. Na 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 nine nine two six 275 752. Okay. Yep, na-send ko na siya April. I hope na-receive mo na. Tada! Ay, hindi siya ma-show. Nawawala. Anyway, hindi siya ma-adan. Yun na. Na-send ko na siya April. And then now, I'm gonna send another 50 million to Miss Glenda. Wait lang ha. For all you guys na nag-aantay, pwede pa kayong mag ng price. Just to, kill the time. Para hindi tayo idle. Mm, mm, 460, 42, 30. All right. Yep, na-send ko na siya, Miss Glenda. I hope na-receive mo na on.
Bakit kaya? Meron na? Meron na? Meron ng audio? Ah, okay. Sige. Anyway, yun lang yung part ko actually. Si Dayan na dapat ngayon. Kasi siya yung admin ng ano, siya yung part ng team na gumagawa ng mga search. Ano ba yung questions? Baka kaya kong sagutan yan. Ano ba yung mga questions dito? How long? Usually, saan na ba si Dayan? Usually kapag ang staff ng scale up ay Nandito na si Dayan.
Hello
Thanks.
po,
Dayan,
mentor.
take it
Good evening.
away.
Thank you so
May mga
much po
questions.
for your insights for tonight. Good evening po sa ating participants. Regarding po sa ating evaluation, sa ating certificates, i-release po namin after nyo po masubmit ang ating evaluation form na nasa inyong left side ng screen at ang inyong attendance sheet sa right side ng inyong screen. I'll put the links also here sa chat box. Right here. If nahihirapan po kayo mag-scan sa QR code, use the links na nasa chat box po. Maghihingi lang po kami ng another time nyo to fill out the forms para sa aming basis to send your certificates. Right. Good evening din po sa ating Facebook viewers, sa ating page na Scale Up Training and Development. Pwede nyo pong magamit itong links na nasa chat box natin. If nahirapan kayo sa ating QR code to scan. These forms or sheets are a must or kailangan po namin to release sa inyong forms. Or screenshot nyo na lang po, Ma'am Glenda, ang ating QR code. Maraming salamat din po pala sa ating mentor na may pa-send GCash sa ating dalawang participants na nanalo tonight. Thank you and until tonight po, kasi tonight po namin i-send ang inyong certificates. Yes po, paldo talaga si Ma'am April tsaka si Ma'am Glenda sa ating GCash. Tonight po hanggang 10 p.m. Marireceive ng participants natin here sa Zoom ang kanilang mga certificates. If na-send nyo na po ang inyong evaluation form and the attendance sheet. Mag-chat lang po kayo dito if meron pa po kayong questions, clarifications, or comments, dagdag na comments sa ating series ngayon or sa ating certificate-related concerns. Nakuha po ba lahat? Pahingi lang po ng konting minuto para makapag-fill out kayo sa ating evaluation form and the attendance sheet. Maraming salamat po sa pag-invest na inyong Saturday night sa atin at sa pakikinig ng insights ni Mentor Gwen and discussion niya about the Administrative 11 series natin. Meron pa po tayong isang natitirang webinar series for July, the Marketing 106 webinar on organic social media marketing management this coming July 29th, Thursday. Ma'am Alona, regarding po sa 8 hours, the remaining 6 hours po ng inyong activity, it's an independent learning activity which is isesended po namin sa inyong email. Doon nyo po sasagutan ang ating independent learning activity, yung 6 hours na natitira. Then the 2 hours, ito po yung certificate natin for tonight. Yung 2 hours na na-invest ninyo dito sa ating pakikinig kay Mentor Gwen. You're welcome po. If meron pa pong katanungan or comments, message lang po ninyo dito sa ating chat box. Sa ating Facebook viewers, if meron pa po kayong katanungan, pwede pa po nating i-relay kay Mentor Gwen. Thank you po, Ma'am Arlene. Later po, ma-receive ninyo ang inyong certificates. Sa ating Facebook viewers, if meron pa po kayong katanungan, comment lang po. Alright. QR. Ito po, Ma'am Rachel. Screenshot nyo na lang po para mas madali nyo pong matandaan. Thank you po for another minute na inyong dinagdag sa pag-fill out ng forms. All right. Meron pa po bang questions or clarifications na idadagdag? We're inviting you, participants and viewers sa ating Facebook page, sa ating upcoming webinar series ng Marketing 106 this Thursday. And sa ating August webinar series, nakapost na po sa ating Facebook page. I-visit nyo lang po ang ating Facebook page na Scale Up Training and Development para updated po kayo. Yes po. Maraming salamat po sa ating Mentor Gwen for tonight and especially sa ating participants na nag-invest ng another Saturday night na binigay ninyo sa Scale Up. Thank you so much po at sana marami kayong natutunan at matututunan pa for upcoming webinars namin. Thank you so much and sana po ay safe po ang lahat, lalong-lalo na ngayon sa ating panahon na maraming bagyo. Yes po, thank you so much for the 2 hours na inyong binigay. Regarding po sa presentation, makikita nyo po ito sa ating recorded session or recorded. Yes po, nasa YouTube channel po namin, ipopost po namin. Maybe later, ang ating YouTube channel is same sa ating Facebook page na name, Scale Up Training and Development. Makikita nyo po ang presentation natin doon or sa Facebook Live as the recorded one. Ma'am April, sa ating certificates, naka-indicate na po ang ating 2 hours na participation sa ating webinar. Yes po, sa inyo pong na-avail na 8 hours, ang 6 hours po na remaining is an independent learning activity which is isesend din po namin sa inyong email at doon nyo po makikita kung ano yung sasagutan ninyo. Sa mga nag-avail ng 8 hours, marireceive nyo po yung 6 hours na remaining sa ating independent learning activity. Doon nyo po makikita ano yung sasagutan ninyo. Meron pa po bang clarification na idadagdag or questions? Hindi po. It's not, the remaining 6 hours is an independent learning activity po namin na ibibigay sa inyo, which is yun yung sasagutan. The 2 hours, yun po yung 2 hours na binigay ninyo sa amin na pakikinig kay Mentor Gwen kanina. Yun po yung naka-indicate sa aming certificate. Sa certificate na inyong matatanggap. Isang certificate lang po ang matatanggap nyo tonight per participants po. Maraming salamat po sa inyong Saturday night with us. Yes po, thank you so much and have a good evening ahead and have a good night sa ating lahat. Thank you so much po sa inyong time. So we will end here our session. Thank you so much, guys. And don't forget, we are your Scale Up partner. Thank you so much. Assalamualaikum.